another episode of Keeping Up with Bobcat. Hope y'all had a great day today. Bobcat did. I laid down a little late today, but when I got up this morning, I got up, got dressed, and got on that treadmill. I did my normal 45-minute walk. I did arm press and some squats. I felt great. After I finished that, I came here, I took a shower, came here and fixed my normal breakfast. I look forward to that every day, you all. You might say, why can't you keep eating the same thing? But I do. I love it. My egg whites, avocado, and spinach. It is so good when you put the avocado in it. Egg whites, when I used to eat them without avocados, they was okay, and I know they was good for protein. But when you put avocado, it's a different taste, y'all. You need to try it with avocado. I take the avocado and I take a smasher and smash it up and just stir it all up in there. And it is so delicious. After I finished that, you all, after I cleaned the kitchen, after I finished, I went outside and cut some, so I can have some sun. The sun was shining a little outside. I got some sunshine and a little air, so I could just, take in all of it. I feel good, so I used some of my energy outside. I even went outside, you all, in the back of my car outside. Can you imagine? I did that too. After finishing, I came back in and decided, let me change some linen. Let me do that. I came in, I changed the linen on just my baby. And then I did some washing. I washed some of them. After I finished that, you all, I came and sit down and turned that TV on. Said, wait a minute, I was seeking out, figure out what's going on now. Watch some of the current events. And I sit here and I was so relaxed, you all. I enjoyed this day. I really did. Just doing something I want to do at my own pace. And, but the day be gone. But I did. I enjoyed watching this. I went from channel to channel watching stuff. And then I watched a few short stories. But you all, since the last time I talked to you all, I have been to the beauty shop. I got my hair touch-up relaxer. Touch-up. I think it has grown a little, you all. It feels good, though, anyway. Now, since I get my relaxer, I can wait when it kind of get old. I can start trying that hair fertilizer I told you all about. I can't wait. I'm kind of excited to start on and see what it feel like. I don't know what to do, but it's supposed to thicken your hair and grow some. So I think I would like some of that. At least I want to try it. I don't want my hair too long, but I do want it a little thicker, and maybe I can change some styles by having it a little longer. Yeah, I did that. Also, you all, I went to the store, to this nursery, and I bought some rosemary seeds. I bought like 3 packs of them. I think they're like $4 a pack. Now $3.49 a pack. Rosemary seeds. I'm gonna plant them inside. They smell good, but they say they're supposed to help you, kind of with your mood, your energy, and kind of inspire you. I know I have some energy, but also they help your memory, I heard. So I'm just gonna try it, you all. I think you have to plant them inside on a planter. I need like a long planter. I think I want to get. You have to start them inside in the shade, it say. I'm gonna finish reading all of it, but I'm gonna have to buy before I do all of that. I'm gonna have to buy this like this pot, with the planter, what you put them in, but you can stretch out some, because it's 3 bags. I don't know how much you put in there, but it'll tell me. But I'm gonna try something that I'm gonna show y'all what it kind of grow. So I'm gonna have to find a spot to put it in to get it to grow. But I like how rosemary smells anyway, so I get some of that. Also, I went to the grocery store and did a little shopping too. So I replenished a little and came back before I watch the TV. I forgot to tell y'all that. But I've been a busybody today, you all. I really, really enjoyed myself. Also, you all, I watched this thriller on Tubi, Rockabye. It was so good. It was like a twister. It was so good, you all. This lady was grieving about her dad. Her dad had mysteriously died, and she thought, they say it was natural death, but she said, somebody murdered him. She wasn't convinced it was natural death, because she didn't really, they was real close, and he didn't seem like he was like unhealthy. And she said, something wrong. So she started doing some investigation, you all. When she started doing investigation, as she was doing investigation, and one by one, his friends were like dying. They was also having a massive heart attack, just one by one. And she said, now I really know something wrong. All his friends that's dying, and all of them got something wrong, and they were healthy. So she was doing a lot of research, y'all. She said, something is wrong. I got a bad feeling. I need to find if somebody killed my daddy, or was he involved in something? So some lady had called her on the phone or something and told her to come down there. to, I guess it was at the bank or somewhere, and told her dad had left her a lot of money. She said, my dad, he didn't have any money. She said, no, he left her some money. So now she really knew was something wrong. So she started searching, and she was like, ooh, I got to find out. She was like almost hysterical. Then her husband told her, you're going to have to calm it down. He said, I'm going to just move out until you get together. But what she didn't know then was her husband was involved. But I ain't going to tell y'all no more because I want y'all to really watch it. It was good. I twisted. It was good. I was saying in the end, wow, I never suspected him. But I was saying, he's kind of cruel. He won't even kind of support her and her dad. Now she's trying to find out. But they know he was involved. That's why he didn't want to support her. He told her, hey, you need to let it go because I don't want that to happen to you. And she said, well, I'm not going to let it go. I just can't let it go. I need to find a way with my dad. So anyway, I want you all to watch it and tell me what you think. But it was good, you all. Really, really something good. I really did enjoy it. I watched a few other videos, but I'll tell you about those on the next my next video. But then I've been watching some short stories over there, which of course I noticed some of those AI, but I still enjoy those, you all. I have been having a great, great, great time. Also, I have been writing on my book, The Autobiography of My Life. I did some writing, and I told you I was going to give y'all some inserts every time I come on here. I hope I'm not repeating, but I've been writing. I write as I think about it. I said, well, did I leave this out? Did I put that in there? I've been writing. So what I'm going to have to do is go back and see everything I and put it all together, but I got it down. So I want to read some of my inserts to y'all. I want y'all to hear some of, I want y'all to know some of my life. I want to share this with you all. When I was a child, and when I lived in the country, we lived in a 4-room house that had large rooms. They were real large rooms. It had a kitchen and 3 other rooms that had plenty of space. We did not have a living room. My mother, my sister, and I shared one of the rooms. My mother was no longer with her husband at this time, as I remember. The other rooms were for my brothers to share. They had it was 2 rooms there for them to share. We did not have indoor plumbing, and we did not have electricity. We used kerosene lamps to see by at night, and blew the wick out when we were finished, because we didn't sleep with them burning. If it was a storm or high wind, the burner would not stay on anyway. They would blow out. We had no inside toilet, so we would have to use the outside restroom in the daytime. The restroom, there was dug a hole in the ground, and 4 boards were put up to keep you in privacy. And at night, we used a pot, which was called a slop jar at that time. I remember the pot being white with a silver handle. Every morning, we would have to go outside and empty the waste from the pot into the outdoor restroom. And then we would have to clean it before we bring it back in for the next night. We had iron beds that we slept in. My brothers had their iron beds, so we had an iron bed that lasted a long time because they were very strong. The house was on slabs of concrete blocks. The house was raised from the ground high enough that we could play under the house, not standing room, but comfortably under the house. There was large pillars of concrete slabs on all 4 sides of the house, wide enough to be stable. But at some point, one of the concrete blocks had cracks along the side that made the house rock slightly when there was a storm or high wind. Our house was like an open space far away from other houses that gave the wind free space to enter through the cracks. I remember my mother always opened the Bible and laying it on a small stand wide open every time we had a storm or a tornado. The house would rock slightly from side to side during the storm because the slab block that was now beginning to chip had some cracks, and after she had some cracks in it. After she placed the Bible, after she placed the Bible on the stand, she would pray, and she would say, Lord, I know you're a rock in a weary land. And the house would stop rocking and sit still. Every time there was a storm, my mother did the same thing, and like before, the house would stand still and wouldn't rock anymore. I remember when I was a child, young, and we had a storm, we could sit on our porch and watch the dirt, like a tornado coming, like a twister. We call it a twister, coming, look like it was coming toward our house. I was always afraid, you all, when I grew up, when a tornado came. It got dark, and I was always, as a child, I was always afraid because I thought it was going to destroy us. Because we seen houses, we could sit on our porch and watch people, a rooftop come off their house. We could sit on the porch and watch people's side of their houses come out and the debris just going up and down the street. My mother would say, come inside, y'all, but we could still see out the window what was going on outside. It would be like debris all up and down the street going. I always was so scared, you all, as a child. You know, I remember also as a child, my mother would say, you all, she would tell us about, she would try to read some parts of the Bible. She would say, when the world comes to end, it's going to be dark, and it's going to be, she would try to tell us what it's going to be. Like, you would see, like, the stars, God coming in the cloud. She would try to explain to us, which I was confused in. And the storm related to me to the end of the world. And I was always frightened whenever a storm came until I got old enough to understand and read the Bible and understand that it was a tornado and just the weather changing. But I was so scared, you all, growing up of tornadoes and the wind blowing, high wind. If it would rain real, real hard and get dark, I was scared also. Those are some of the things as a child I remember. I remember until I got old enough to understand and start going to church and start, listening to the pastor and hearing some stuff, that I realized that she was telling me the best she knew, and I was always afraid because I didn't lack understanding. But that's when I got older, I began to understand and see, And sometimes now I think about that, and I said, as a child, you can scare your children if you don't explain to them. They can grow up in fear their whole life. You all, I'm so happy that you all listen to me. I'm happy you watch my videos. I'm happy that you all subscribing and giving me comments, telling you what I'm doing good or bad. I do not take it lightly. I look forward to bringing y'all some more videos, telling y'all some more about my book. I look forward to being on here with you all and tell y'all how my Rosemary will come out. I'm going to start on those. I guess it'll take a while before they come out, but I'm going to show y'all once I plant them, when I plant them in. I'm going to show y'all the pot I put them in. I'm excited for y'all to start some. I never grew nothing really in a pot. When I grew, we grew tomatoes and stuff in a garden. I thought about putting those outside, but it said do it in a pot inside, because I want to try to put it in my backyard, and I probably wouldn't even know where to go back to. But I'm going to put them in a pot, you all. And once I do that, I can watch them grow. It'll be amazing to watch them grow. I'm going to have to do a lot of reading and figure out how to do this. Okay, you all, I'm going to go on and stop babbling. I thank y'all so much for listening to me and coming on here and watching me and subscribing and all of that. I am going to get up and prepare me some food. Bobcat going to see y'all in the next video. Y'all be blessed, and I do not take it lightly. I see y'all. I have more coming for you. Y'all have a great day.